Good afternoon, and welcome to another swashbuckling episode of Groovy Van Picker. Today I'm going to head on to work, and so I'm going to go ahead and check out a few junk shops. It looks like I have some time according to my vintage Timex. As you can see right there, vintage Timex. One of the nifty things I found at one of my outings, and I've always been a fan of these particular types of watches, and I have a few of them just for spares because I actually destroyed one once. I don't know how. No, just my other hobbies of fixing things, I guess. So yes, I do have like 3 of these types of classic Timex watch faces. And might not have a whole lot of time to go to a whole lot of places, but I think I'm going to go ahead and check out Savers and Goodwill. And they don't like us to do a lot of filming in there. And Savers even sometimes gets kind of weird if they see you looking stuff up because they hate resellers over there. They even suspect you. Even though it's a small town and they have all the same customers just about every day, so they know who the pickers are. But they keep their prices now high enough so they're pretty much certified eBay proof. Serious gourmet shit. I had to say that. And so, but a lot of these thrift stores are nowadays. They're looking everything up on eBay and pricing their stuff accordingly. Just fine, I do the same thing. But the problem is they're not looking at the solds on the eBay. They're looking at the asking prices, and they think that a lot of this stuff that they're selling is worth an asking price. Well, the fact of the matter is, asking prices mean nothing. So I always hear, and I've heard it for a lot of years, you go to a swap meet or something like that, and they say, well, those things are going for blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. I look on eBay. Yeah, there's a half a dozen people asking blah, blah, blah for it. But then you go up there and you click that on your phone there, in the little top right hand where it says, what does this say? Yeah, you just go to, yeah, okay. You look something up, for instance. I haven't had my morning pot of coffee yet. And you look up anything you want. And you hit filter. And you scroll down to where it says completed item. And that's so. Let's say you're looking up, for instance, a PRO 96 scanner. Okay. You see one guy's asking 170 and blah, blah, blah. Somebody's asking this. What you do, though, go right up there where it says filter. Okay, hit that. And you scroll down to where it says completed items. Right there. And even sold items for something even better. Okay? And then you can see what they're actually going for and what people are actually paying for these things. And I've had to explain that to a bunch of people who try to give me that these things are going for baloney. It's like, no, that's what somebody's asking for it. You can blow your nose and put the tissue up on eBay for $1 million. Okay? That doesn't mean that your boogers are worth $1 million. That just means that that's what you're asking for these boogers. Now, your chances of receiving that for said boogers is pretty slim. Believe me, if I thought there was any market for them, yeah, I'd sell them. But unfortunately, the market for those are a little soft nowadays. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. And I'm going to go ahead and head on down to the various thrift stores. Let's see if I can sneak my video in a little bit. And wish me luck. I might find the Holy Grail. Okay, I'm over here at the parking lot now of the Savers, and I spy a little makeshift yard sale swap meet. So I'm going to go ahead and take hello.
How you doing, sir?
Alright, how's it going?
Slow, but still unpacking. I went to go and probably get another load for me, which is not good because I'm like, I'm gonna do everything all at once.
Well, this time of year is usually horrible for swap meets and selling.
We sell every weekend. The boxes in the bin, I'm still trying to sort them out, you know. So, other than that, whatever the outdoors are for.
All right. Well, that was a piss poor looking pile of tweaker shit if I ever saw one. Yeah. You can just tell they were on something. And I don't know what. But it was just like, even dumpster diving stuff is better than that. So anyway, I'm over here at Savers. I'll take a poke around there. And here we are at the Goodwill troughs. Blockers are out in full force today. nifty.
Sí, por ahí 11, 12. Como tengo parienta, yo no sé que llevo muchas ganas.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize this was...
Voy a total lo que voy nomás.
What is that? Again. Excuse me. Okay, well, as you can tell, Goodwill's was a bit of a bust. I'm over here at the parking garage right now where I work at. At Savers, I did find me a groovy little Zippo for $3. And as you can tell, the flint's not all jacked up like a lot of those old Zippos are when the flint starts to get stuck in there. So that was a good thing. But Goodwill was a bit of a madhouse. They had glass out today, which was all garbage. And they didn't really have anything there. And I think a lot of that is because I have so much stuff right now, I'm basically concentrating on eBay stuff. I have enough swap meet inventory to last for a while. But Goodwill is like that, though. Those people will go out of their way to block aisles just because, I don't know, they think it's fun. I remember a few weeks ago I had some lady put her cart right there in front of one of the troughs. And then she started screaming at me when I was trying to get into the trough, "Don't move my cart!" I'm like, "Lady, then stop using your cart to block everybody, or I'll take your cart." I mean, she just was being a bitch, so I was being an asshole right back to her. I don't care. You know, and that's a way these people are. It is kind of a dog-eat-dog world. However, the one over in Reno, we get along a lot better. You know, some of us even say, "Hey, here's something you might dig." We do that, like a lot of that too in Reno. You know, we'll swap stuff, or we see something that we know another guy's digging. "Hey, looking for one of these?" But then we get people from California, Sacramento especially. Now, I've been to the Goodwill Troughs in Sacramento. It is ghetto. They've never heard of a broom. They're very territorial about their troughs, and they think it's their trough. They don't like outsiders over there at all. They didn't like me. I was an outsider, and they were trying to block me out. I didn't let them because I'm a jerk. But you know, over there, I mean, they have a furniture room over there which smells like the bathroom smelled better than the damn furniture room, let's put it that way. And the bathroom was no bed of roses. The troughs, they put the stuff in these troughs and they roll them out. Okay? And that's the way all Goodwill bargain bins work. They got these big old blue troughs. You'll see in my clip that I posted what they look like. And they roll them out. And all of us pickers go in there and dig through them and find our treasures. And I found some good stuff. And I found a helmet once that I sold for $800. You know, I found quite a few $100 items. And, you know, a lot of it's, you know, nickel and dime stuff. Shelf fillers for the swap meet. But every once in a while, you find some good stuff. And so what we're supposed to do is after they put all the troughs out, they put like 8 at a time out in these 2 rows. And after they're done putting them out, then they say, okay, go for it. And we go and dig to our heart's content and look for our treasure. Sacramento, on the other hand, when they're putting those troughs out, they got people digging through them as they're pushing it, jumping on top of it, trying to pull stuff out of the troughs. And in both places, they'll pull stuff out of your hand and they'll go and rob your cart. That's one thing about the Goodwill troughs, is they, number one, trying to find a cart sometimes is a pain in the ass. I look for one in the parking lot before I even walk in the door half the time. And even out here in Reno, you get some people, they like to take stuff out of your cart. Or they'll just dump your cart out and take your cart. I mean, I had one person try grabbing my cart while I had my hand on it. He's like, I didn't see your name on it. No, but you're going to see these in your face. Get out of here. But that's what they do. You know, they look for weakness, and they try to exploit that. And that's, I've also caught people trying to take stuff out of my cart. And there's one lady, I saw her. I had a little something or other in my cart, and when I turned around, I seen her with it in her hand, and she was looking at, oh, it's pretty cool, yeah. And puts it back. I'm like, yes, it's cool. And I shove it under a bunch of stuff and say, and it's mine. But it's common. It's just one of the things you got to put up with. And like I said, you know, I saw that one little makeshift yard sale swap meet deal they had going on. That was a pile of crap. But the wintertime up here in Reno is no time to be a picker. I still do it every once in a while. But there's no yard sales. The swap meet is dead. And so I just, you know, work a traditional job. But if, you know, I actually want to be out of Reno by next winter. I just hate winter. Don't like snow. And I don't like the fact that there's nothing out here in the wintertime. And the thrift stores now, they're getting wise to us, very wise. And they're jacking their prices up, or they're putting it all on their personal, what they call their e-com. Anything that looks like it's worth a damn, they start putting it on there. And yeah, every once in a while they screw up, and that's where I come in. But for the most part, you know, thrift stores, they got people now putting prices on stuff. You know, there's an old saying, you know, you got people who know what they have, and then you have the people who think they know what they have. And they're the worst. They're the ones who want exorbitant amounts of money for garbage. So anyway, that is my adventure du jour. Nothing heavy. Today I am driving my 1971 Chevy Groove wagon. Solar panels on top. It's a nifty little van here. One of these days, I gotta Have my CV and scanner. One of these days, I am going to give you a proper van tour of how they look so far. Or so far, they are groovy.